Here, what's up, people? Arsenal versus Sporting Lisbon ends in a sad note for Arsenal as the Portuguese team knocked out Arsenal from this year's UEFA Europa League. My voice is down. I'm sad at the same time, but I'm still optimistic about the season so far. What do I have to say? Arsenal weren't at their best today, and what could have gone wrong went all wrong after losing to Miyasu and William Saliba in the first 15 minutes of the game. So Arsenal making two changes: Rob Holding and Ben White coming in. Arsenal were not at their best today, and I don't think they can complain. The players can complain, all the fans can complain, even the manager can't complain for the kind of performance the boys put on today, because the first 15 minutes of the first half, Sporting Lisbon were all over Arsenal and they're playing so well. And Arsenal was just chasing shadows. They were chasing shadows. The players, since maybe their mind is somewhere else, I don't understand. The first half, the goal was a scrappy goal through Granit Xhaka. Martinelli was put through by Jorginho. Adam made a great save from Martinelli shot, and the follow-up shot by Granit Xhaka saw Arsenal taking the lead in the first half. And after taking the lead, I think they went back to their shell. I don't understand what they're playing in at. It's just so sad that the players never turn up for today's game, and they never try to even get up a fight for the game. Everything that needs to go wrong went all wrong today. Arsenal releasing the second ball. Arsenal were just not winning their doors, losing tackles, getting unnecessary fouls, and it's really, really sad. The game actually ended in a 1-1 draw, went into extra time, still a 1-1 draw. The last part of the game towards the extra time, I think that's when Arsenal really put their foot on the pedal and tried to play some good football, and brought out a lot of good stuff from Adan in the game. The only positive I'm going to take from this game is Gabriel Jesus coming and playing for the 5 minutes as planned by Mikel Arteta, and it was substituted in the second half, and Trossard came in. Trossard was great also in the game. Bukayo Saka, they were all second half substitute. Thomas Partey also a second half substitute for the game. What do I have to say more? Martinelli missing the all-important penalty. But I'm not going to blame Martinelli. I'm not going to blame anybody. I'm not going to blame the players for their performance today. I'm just have to keep my head up and be optimistic about what we can achieve this season in the Premier League with just 11 games to go. Now all focus will be on Crystal Palace and how we can turn things around and get all 3 points and go 8 points clear of Manchester City, who will not be playing this week. Manchester City have FA Cup game to play this week, so they will not be in action this week. So that's it. The goal for Sporting Lisbon, I don't know if Ramsey could have done any better, but I'm not still going to blame him, because if your players are up the field, I don't see any reason why you have to be on your goal post. You have to play the sweeper goalkeeper kind of game. So I'm not going to blame him for not saving that ball, because a very good strike and a goal which I think will be one of the goals of the season for not just the Europa League but for the Puskar Award. So Arsenal knocked out by Sporting Lisbon in this game. So many players were off today. But I'm not going to rant on this video. I'm not gonna say things that I'm not supposed to say. It's the Europa League. Every Arsenal fan before the starting of the season will take the Champions League qualification as a progress. But now we are up for the Premier League title, so I just look at it and just go with it and see if we can win all the remaining 11 games, because we have 11 final. Before the Europa League match, I had this written down. Arsenal game for the remainder of the season. I've had it written down, and what I think the points we're going to get. I don't know if the camera can see very well the points we're going to get for the remainder of the season. They're nowhere I wrote down that the Europa League game, it was all the Premier League, and so my focus is still on the Premier League, not the Europa League. So Arsenal, what you have to do now is to bounce back. They have been doing it all season. They have been bouncing back from defeats, from setbacks. So you have to bounce back from this setback and make sure this is just a blip and get all 3 points against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, on the other hand, haven't won any game this year, 2023. They're still yet to get a 3 point this year, and Arsenal will be at home against Crystal Palace, and hopefully they get all 3 points in that game against Crystal Palace on Sunday. So I'll be here before that game to give you a preview and what I think is going to happen before that game. And if you're new to this space, please click on the like button, share and subscribe, and help this channel to grow. We're upcoming and we're still growing, and till I see you again, God bless you and stay safe.